Hello, welcome to Jetization YouTube channel. Today, we are going to discussion on the book written by Cal Newport named Deep Work, first published in 2016. We will try to understand why deep work is important and how deep work helps us generate better income and provide us with the overall growth in our respective field. Also, we will learn techniques to include deep work in our life. So, let's begin with what is deep work, aka in-depth work. In-depth work includes professional activities that are carried out in a state of continuous concentration for a long time. This level of focus can help you achieve your cognitive abilities. These efforts add new value, improve your skills, and are difficult to duplicate. In fact, deep work optimizes your performance and allows you to perform at your highest level. The opposite of deep work is shallow work. Deep work refers to focusing on a specific task that requires sustained concentration. On the other hand, menial work is a task that does not require mental effort and can be done while you are doing other activities. These efforts do not add much new value to the world and are easy to replicate. Examples of shallow work include answering emails, making phone calls, checking social media, and attending meetings. Sometimes a superficial job can help. It allows you to relax and unwind. But the problem is when we unconsciously prioritize surface tasks over more important deep tasks. Deep work is valuable. Deep work is not the only valuable skill in our economy. However, this is one of the basic skills that a person acquires. When you are in a deep state of work, your output is unique and cannot be copied by others. For example, if you can focus on writing useful code that isn't easy to reproduce, then you have created something valuable. To become a winner in the new economy, you need to have two core competencies. 1. Ability to learn complex things. The ability to learn complex topics quickly will play a key role in your attempts to learn and perform any given skill. For example, becoming a world-class yoga instructor requires learning increasingly complex physical skills. To learn complex things, it requires deliberate practice. Deliberate practice involves actions aimed at improving performance when the performance feedback is specific and unambiguous, that is not vague or general. Deliberate practice has three defining characteristics. It requires a lot of effort. It focuses heavily on improving a particular aspect of an activity. And it requires consistent repetition of those activities. 2. The ability to produce quality results. Mastery of this is necessary, but not sufficient, if you want to become a professional in a particular skill. The most important thing is to use the knowledge gained to create tangible results. Cal Newport lays out the formula for superior quality assurance. Quality work produced is equal to time spent, multiply intensity of concentration. The first rule of deep work is deep work. Deep work is important, but focus on work is filled with distraction. The urge to check important emails and notifications can get in the way of your priorities. According to a recent survey, our top 5 desires are to rest from hard work, check our email and social networking sites, surfing the web, listen to music, and watch TV. This study shows the importance of using specific strategies to improve deep work. Newport outlines specific ways to develop deep work habits. Consider where you'll be working and for how long. Your ceremony should designate a place for your deep work. This location can be as simple as your regular office. Close the door and clear the desk. Consider the working method you will use when you start working. Your rituals need rules and processes to structure your work. For example, you can block any internet usage. Consider how you will support your work. Your ritual should ensure that your brain is supported to maintain a high level of deep functioning. For example, your usual ritual might include starting the day with a cup of coffee. This coffee should help speed up the brain's awakening process. To keep your energy up, you need to make sure you have access to nutritious food. Finally, consider incorporating light exercise, such as walking, into your daily routine. The second rule is to embrace boredom. The first rule tells us how to fit deep work into our schedules and support it with routines and rituals. These routines are rituals designed to help you consistently reach the limits of your current concentration. The second rule helps to greatly improve this limitation. You should learn to live without distractions. Once you are attracted to a distraction, you crave it. To be successful at deep work, you need to rewire your brain to resist distracting stimuli. This does not mean that you have to eliminate disruptive behavior. Instead, it's enough to prevent such behavior from hijacking your attention. The ability to focus is a skill we must learn. Be aware of your focus outside of intense work sessions, just as athletes need to take care of their bodies outside of training. If you indulge in distraction at the first sign of boredom in your daily life, you will struggle to develop the focus needed to do serious work. Newport suggests identifying one task that is high on your priority list. Consider how much time you will typically spend on this type of commitment. Then reduce that time estimate significantly by giving yourself a firm deadline. If possible, make a public commitment to meet deadlines. For example, you can tell people who receive finished goods when they should receive them. If that's not possible, you can motivate yourself by setting a countdown timer on your phone and placing it somewhere you can't recognize it while you work. Currently, there is only one possible way to complete the deep task in time: intensive work. Expectations of this intensity can keep you from checking email, daydreaming, scrolling through Instagram, or reusing the coffee maker. You should attack this task with every spare neuron like Roosevelt did. If you commit to true intensity, your tasks will yield to your relentless focus. Start by trying this experiment no more than once a week. This will give your brain an intensity to exercise, as well as give it time to rest between tasks. Once you are confident in your ability to switch focus with time to go, you can increase the frequency. The third rule of deep work is to leave social networks. According to Newport, joining the distracted majority with the focused few is a transformative experience. Not everyone can live a deep life. It will require a lot of effort on your part and to change your habits. The illusion of business created by quick emails and pretense on social media gives many a sense of security. But deep life requires leaving most things behind. Any attempt to create the most extraordinary thing you can fuels fear because it forces you to face the possibility that your best stuff isn't that good, at least not yet. He believes that social media has been addictive since its introduction many years ago. We increasingly recognize that these tools distract us from our time and reduce our ability to focus. Our willpower is limited. So, the more tempting the distraction, the harder it is to focus on what's important. Based on this, mastering the art of deep work requires you to take control of your time and focus from the many distractions that try to steal it. You should create isolation on social media. Ban yourself from all social networks. This includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. You don't need to permanently delete your account, but you do need to delete the app for 30 days first. Importantly, you should also avoid mentioning online that you want to quit. Stop using these social media platforms instead. After 30 days of this self-imposed cyber quarantine, ask yourself the following two questions for each suspended service. Would the last 30 days be significantly better if I could use this service? Do people care that I don't use the service? If you answered no to both questions, you must permanently cancel the service. If your answer is an unequivocal yes, go back to using the service. If your answer is qualified or unclear, it is your decision whether to return the service. However, Newport encourages you to always be inclined to quit. This approach should greatly reduce the amount of time you spend on unnecessary procrastination. The fourth rule of deep work is to drain the shallow. Nicholas Carr's The Shallows is the title of a book about how the internet affects our brains and our lives. Superficial tasks like answering emails and attending meetings are often unavoidable but ultimately low-value activities. Don't let shallow work get in the way of deep work. Break the hours of the workday into chunks and divide the activities into parts. To fully follow this procedure, you should draw a box that encloses the lines corresponding to these times. Once you're done organizing your day, every minute should be part of the block. In fact, you are assigned work for every minute of your workday. What do you think of the points mentioned by Cal Newport in the book Deep Work? Do you agree? Have you tried the approaches yourself? Do let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. For more such contents, do smack the like button. It will help us deeply to better our reach and our service. Which topic would you like us to talk about in the next video? Please do mention in the comments. Thank you for your time and keep growing.